It's a new year, it is the start of 2020, and I want to take a quick look ahead to see what are we going to be expecting for e-commerce in our country right here in South Africa over the next 12 months. And I got to tell you, I got a little bit excited yesterday when I was driving down the main street here in Joburg and I saw a newspaper article stuck to a street lamp talking about SA seeing growth in online sales. I don't ever buy newspapers, but after seeing that ad, I went off and I bought the Citizen paper, which is not something I've done in a long time. But the Citizen has a great big article on over here on the right-hand page saying SA e-commerce sales are growing. So I got a little bit excited and wanted to go and read that article because we all know that e-commerce is growing. We're in the right place at the right time. We all know that. Online sales are growing. Just e-commerce around the world is growing, and it is kicking off in South Africa. So for anybody who is already selling online, well, you're in a good spot. So let's make the most of it, right? And if I just take a look at some of the details that's given in this article, it starts out by saying, it's no secret that e-commerce is giving brick and mortar a run for its money, and every year the numbers keep increasing. That's a good start for an article, right? Especially when it's our industry. It's something that we are doing, we're involved in this. And while everybody else is moaning about downturns and economic struggles and all of these things, yes, that is a reality for so many people. But for us, what? We're not seeing that. We're seeing the opposite. We're in a space where sales are growing, where more and more customers are appearing because more and more people are shopping online. That means that we have an expanding market and we have growth just lined up in front of us. And all we need to do is capture that and make the most of the situation that we have, right? We are in the right place at the right time. The article carries on to say, online retail has been growing at a pace that far surpasses the traditional retail. The data reveals that growth of online retail in South Africa is between 20 to 35%. That's not bad either. You know, whatever happened last year, well, what this is saying is that we can expect a 25 to 30% increase in your website sales, in anybody's website sales. The article also references statistica.com, which is a site that I go to every now and again to read stats on various things, and specifically about e-commerce in South Africa. They've got a great big section. Personally, I think their statistics are a little bit inflated, but the numbers that they give is that they expect online sales in South Africa to grow to 57 billion rand. That's in South Africa alone, 57 billion rand. That's not bad. Now that's an additional 7.5 billion rand over 2019. Now, it's just amazing. I do believe that these numbers are a little bit inflated, but even if we said, it's a little bit down from that, that's amazing because we're in a space where we just have new customers coming online all the time. There are people that didn't shop online last year that are going to be shopping online this year. And that means that we just have more and more customers appearing. Now, what other industry even has that? Everybody else is talking about downturns, difficulties, loss of sales, and we just have more customers appearing out of nowhere. And all we got to do is get them to our site, use the right SEO and digital advertising to get the traffic onto our site, optimize our site for conversion rates, and then fine-tune anything within our website to get our sales up and up, right? But there are so few markets around the country and around the world even that are boasting and talking about their numbers just going up. But we have an increasing market, provided you make the most of what you've already done, then you can expect an increase in your sales of easily 20 to 35%, according to this article. Statistica.com also talks about the fact that the number of users is going to grow to 32.6 million South Africans shopping online. That's more than half our population. That's more than half of South Africans that are going to start shopping online. And there's an even split. A lot of people think that it's the high LSM users that are shopping online, but there's a very even split. I didn't write down the stats on this one, but the stats on that website were saying that it's low-income users are about 30. It was almost an even split between low-income users, medium-income users, and high-income users. So that means that no matter what you're selling, whether you're selling high-end electronics or low-market mass market products, low-priced mass market products, well, you've got a whole bunch of customers that are ready to shop on your site, and those number of customers are growing and growing and growing. So we are, again, I just love this. We're in the right place at the right time. 2020 for e-commerce. If you have already established something, wonderful. If you're just coming into it, this is the right place to be playing, because I've always believed, and I often say that if you are taking the step into becoming an entrepreneur, or if you want to set up a sideline business, a sideline gig, then setting up an e-commerce store is the easiest way to do that because it doesn't require as much time. You can do this in your spare time and get it running as and when you can. It also doesn't require as much capital as starting a shop, where you have to hire staff and do shop fitting and buy a whole bunch of inventory to go into it. We can start an e-commerce store on a shoestring budget and see if it works. And if it does work, well, then we double down. If it doesn't work, we can fine tune, we can pivot, we can change stuff. And worst case scenario, if it doesn't work, you didn't lose too much because you didn't have to invest your whole life savings into a business that required staff and shop fitting and all of this expensive stuff. So if you're taking the leap into e-commerce, well, the statistics show that this is a great place to be playing. If you've already established yourself, if you've already got your website up and running, if you've already done tons and tons of sales last year, well, I'm so excited for you because we are going to be having a cracker year, and that's not just this year. The sale, it's not like the statistics are going to say we're going up and then we're coming down. This train is leaving the station. E-commerce in South Africa is growing. I mean, the street signs, the newspaper articles are stuck along the main streets of Johannesburg. It's in the biggest newspapers. They're talking about it. Everybody's knowing it. And you guys are in the right place at the right time. And I'm so glad for you. I'm so glad for all of us. I just love a thriving economy. I love when other people are having difficulties and having a tough time in their industries. I love being in the industry that is growing and thriving. And that's where we are within e-commerce in South Africa. So let's make the most of this. Let's do this. Stick around. I'm going to be giving lots and lots of tips over the next coming weeks and months and the whole year through. Every Thursday I'm live on our Facebook page, and we've got lots of stuff that is going to be released. And we're talking about wonderful tips, how to get more traffic to your site, how to increase your on-page conversion rate optimization, and just how to grow your sales, how to get more customers, and how to make the most of this growing economy in a growing market right now in 2020. I'm looking forward to this journey with you guys for the next 12 months and beyond that. And I'm wishing you all the best. I'll see you in upcoming videos.